So here we have the Windgoo B20 user review. So I've had the bike now, I got sent it over. I've had it probably for about 3 weeks now. From what I do, using it to put it in cars to go up and down to the MOT test station, it's about 1.5 miles. And as I say before, I had the B3, which is the smaller one, which doesn't have the pedals. How have I found the transition over to the B20? So I'm just going to go over that now from it all. If you find this video helpful in any way, as I say, please do like and subscribe, because it does help me know what to make more content on. So with that said, let's crack on with what you want to know about the bike. The B20 is slightly bigger and it is heavier than the B3, that's for sure. It's definitely a heavier bike, but it is a bigger bike as well. And what I found that I enjoy a lot more on this bike than I did on the B3, it's got the larger wheels. So it's got the 14-inch wheels, whereas the other one had 12-inch wheels. And even though it's only 2 inches, you can really feel the stability increase on the 14-inch wheels over the 13-inch wheels. This feels a lot more like a bike than the B3. B3 was hard to put into a category because it wasn't a bike and it wasn't a scooter. So it was a bit tricky to put where you want to put it. But this is definitely a folding electric bike, because obviously we've got the pedals and everything like that. It's got the front and rear brakes, which are good. They're not the best. I'm going to need to tweak them up, and I'll probably do a video on improving the braking ability of it all, because it's the same calipers as one of the other videos I've done. The cruise control is good to have as well, so you can get up to speed, and then you just put the cruise button on and it will keep at whatever sort of speed you're going, so you haven't got to keep feathering the throttle. The other thing that I do like about this one is the fact that I don't have to use electric all the time. I can just use pedal power if I'm just, on a flat, or if I'm just going off, you can just pedal it and it's not hard. So once you do come to an incline, or if you're doing some great distance, then it is good to use. And it also does help get to top speed quicker, because you can obviously help propel it up to the top speed and then you can engage it, rather than having to use like all the, drain the battery quicker for getting it up to that speed. So with that said, the battery life on this bike does seem to be longer than the other one, even though I'm pretty sure it's the same size battery. But whereas I'm not using it 100% of the time, I'm probably using it sort of 70% of the time, it does seem to be lasting a little bit longer. To say where I've got a really big hill that you go up and then it's flat and then it goes down a bit. So for up, I use it a lot for the up, and then when it's sort of like going along and down, like sometimes I just pedal a little bit, but to say that's not here or there. The downside is that when you are at top speed on the bike, the pedals are unusable. Like, you cannot pedal unless you want to start trying to catch the speed. You're like pedaling at like 100 miles an hour trying to catch the speed from it all. So once you're at top speed, the pedals are just to rest your legs on, and the only time that you really can start pedaling again is when you notice a decrease in speed, and then you want to try and help it come up, or you knock off the power, slow down, and then once you get to about half speed, you can then catch the pedals and the speed. So once it's up to top speed, pedals are redundant. They're just for your like feet, so not something to that's it. It does feel a lot sturdier. I have been able to use this bike with no hands, so it is a lot more stable when it's going along. Not saying anyone should do that, but it is something you can do. The design of it is, it's a big 2x4 piece of tube along the middle. I mean, it would have been nicer if they could have, say, rounded that off a little bit or something like that, because it does take it away a little bit. But the folding of it is really simple, and I can get it into most cars. Like, I could probably get it in pretty much any car. I have had a fail on a couple of cars, but that was a convertible, so the roof is, the boot is tiny on that thing. But yeah, you can fold it up, and if you can't fit in the boot, the fact that you can fold it even smaller, it's fatter, but it's shorter. You can get it in the front footwells really, really easy. So that's definite bonus from that point of view. You don't have to have it in the boot. You can have it in the passenger seat if you want it at the front. But yeah, no, the front section here, this bit here is really solid, which is really great. Overall, I definitely, you can see why this is the flagship that the Windgoo are doing. This is one of the best bikes. You can get other ones that do the same bikes with different manufacturers, but obviously Windgoo offer, I think they offer a bit more connectivity with them. Like they have parts, UK parts suppliers, and if there's any problems, they try and fix it. They can try and help you fix it. Whereas if sometimes you think you're buying something and if it breaks, you're stuck. I mean, you can get tyres, inner tubes, pads, brake pads, all directly from the Windgoo website itself. So it's good for that point of view as well. It's got after sales. So as I say, I'm really happy with the bike, and I definitely recommend that if you're looking for a folding bike, this is definitely one that you should look into. The price is a really good price. I think it's under 450 quid or around the £450 mark. If you are interested in buying one, I am actually an affiliate from Windgoo. I don't get paid for the videos, I don't do anything like that, but if you do want to get one, there is a link in the description below where you can click and that will send you straight to the Windgoo website, and then you can order it through from there. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. This is the B20, and I'll catch you on the next one.